What's up? How y'all feeling? I told y'all I was gonna go live at 10 a.m. I know I was 2 minutes early, but you know what I mean? Had to tap in with y'all. So, can anyone talked about it before on the channel? Let me give y'all a little time. Okay. Nope, nobody still ain't got it right yet. Nope. All right, here we go. So, today I'm going to be teaching y'all about getting the gold from technology and selling it over. So, you see this phone got crack on it, old phone, outdated. Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open this phone up, and I don't know if you can see that, but see that gold right there on that motherboard? That's what we looking for, y'all. So, depending on where you selling to and who you selling it to, depending on what they using it for, where you at, what area, you can get like when I first started this off when I was 18. I think I was 17, 18 when I first started taking stuff like this apart. And it all started with first of all, let me tell y'all the prices on this back then what I was getting. I was getting probably about um $2 to $6 a pound for a certain material. You get what I'm saying? So the motherboards, they might be going for $6 a pound. And then let's say for instance, because all right, on the cell phone you don't have too many different types of things. The main thing you're going for is the motherboard and here. But let's say we was dealing with material like this right here, right? All right, when you open up these machines, it's different grades of boards. You feel me? So it might be a big machine, and you'll have these boards, which I'll be getting maybe about anywhere between $6 to $10 per pound on boards like this. You see that gold plating? Now, let's say it's the same machine, but it's a different type of motherboard. Now, this is not a good example because let me see, this also has gold on it. So, depending on how much gold it has on it, like remember I was saying $6 to $10. This one doesn't have a lot of gold on it. You know what I mean? It got a good amount. So let's say they buying this for $6 a pound, right? So I'm gonna put all the material that look like this of this quality in the same bin when I sell it. Now, this, say we taking this and to sell it. This is literally going to bring us around because there's more gold on it, $10 to $11 a pound. You get what I'm saying? Depending on how clean you can get it and depending on the prices of gold. The prices of gold will matter a lot in um this hustle right here. So you're going off the price of gold, the prices of silver, you get what I'm saying? Um now I was about to go into something to tell y'all, but until that come back, I just want to give y'all a couple few different examples on different technology that you could find this type of stuff in. Of course, cell phones, usually a lot of golden hair. These routers, these Xfinity routers, usually you could sell these and probably people that'll pay you anywhere from 50 cents, let's say 25 cents to $3 a pound for this type of material. But that's depending on who's buying it and what they're using it for. Somebody could buy it for $30 a pound if they're using it for whatever they're using it for. You get what I'm saying? So my guy, he got his set prices. I like the way he worked. We had I've been selling jewelry to this guy since I was about 14 years old, traveling all the way to Philadelphia from New Jersey, and I'm buying jewelry in Jersey and I'm going to Philadelphia and I'm flipping it. You get what I'm saying? Selling it. Same guy. You know, I was just a curious kid, and I would ask him like, "Hey, what other type of stuff can I find gold inside of?" And he would just tell me like, "Hey man, try to get computer parts, try to get cell phones, try to get motherboards from TVs." And for different material, he was paying different prices per pound. So once I got into, see that gold on that strip, once I got into that, yeah, we had a viewer pop in. I wanted to show him real quick. But it's all about this gold though, y'all. This gold. You see that? Any old cell phones y'all got laying around the crib, laptops. One second, let me grab some laptops real quick. One second, y'all. Here I come. So the way I go about this, right? The way I go about this, you see, I got laptops. Feel me? Laptops. Boom. And I have taken a lot apart within the last couple of months and traded in thousands of dollars worth of gold and electronics within these last months. But this stuff was just overstocked. So when I'm doing my contracts, I've run into a lot of stuff, whether it's on jobs or I see somebody that's selling something, I buy it. You know what I mean? And I just keep stacking it up, keep hoarding it up until I got enough of it. So I'll be like, you know what? That's probably $150, $600, whatever the number I might be chasing or I need. You know, I'll pull my stuff out and I get to breaking it down. Now, I wouldn't advise you to break down stuff that you can resell. You get what I'm saying? Like this is probably resellable. But me, I could put a lot together and put it on Facebook Market. You get what I'm saying? But I'll probably just break it all down and sell all the gold components inside of it and then get rid of the rest of the stuff. Um, when you running into copper, when you breaking these machines down, you put all your copper to the side. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna grab my bin in a little bit and I'm gonna show y'all my little copper bin. But look at these laptops, y'all. It's from But look, this is just from working. I got a junk removal company and I got a landscaping company. So on both of my when I'm on both sites, if I'm on a landscaping site or a junk removal site, I run into technology. I run into old cell phones. And since people know that I do this, they collect stuff, they put stuff up for me. You get what I'm saying? And I'll come around like once every couple months, once a year, and you know what I mean? You probably stole that. You funny as hell. Hell nah. Nah, I don't be stealing, man. That was the young boy days. You get what I'm saying? I'm too old. I got kids and shit. Can't be stealing. But yeah, just like I was saying, like people will literally hold these drawings for me. Like I've been buying this stuff since I was 18. I'm 30 now. So everybody know me for this, you know what I mean? So I got, and this just like I said, this probably in the last 2 months, these laptops, you know. I got a lot of cell phones in this bin right here. Boom. And let me show y'all this other bin right here. Damn, this bin right here, y'all. Look, see this stuff? Get that gold plating on there. You see that? Talking about $10 a pound for this stuff. Sometimes when we go in to sell this stuff, might be walking out with two bands, 1,600. You get what I'm saying? So this real number stole all of them. Well, well, well. Shot, who that? Shot, shot, donkey. No one is watching your stream except me. That's cool. Take this knowledge, bro. You get what I'm saying? Take this knowledge, bro. And you know what I mean? Do something with this knowledge, bro. That's cool if one person watching it, but guess what? People could go back to it and watch it. Get what I'm saying? But this real valuable shit. How old is you and where you from? Shock Donkey. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel too. So add a question and answer sticker. No, I'm good. So now this is what I was talking about, y'all. So I know it ain't nobody in the room right now. Oh, we got somebody. So this is what I was talking about. When you breaking down the, the motherboards, you gonna run into copper. You get what I'm saying? And you want to take all this copper and you put it to the side. Right now, copper is probably at like $3 a pound, 270, something like that. But that copper add up. Sometimes we might walk out just from doing these, a whole bunch of these, we might end up with 150, $200 worth of copper. And that's just, I ain't gonna say it's trash to us, but that's not even our main goal and what we're looking for. Like you got your copper, you got aluminum on there, you know what I mean? You gotta know that certain copper ain't always uh brown or a copper color. Copper sometimes is coated with aluminum, sometimes it's coated with different metals. So it'll look like look, this right here, those little joints, this is going to get counted as copper number two. You get what I'm saying? These little joints right here, I'm pretty sure these is copper too. You get what I'm saying? Let me show you another one that you wouldn't think is copper if you saw it right here. Look, you see those little things on there right there? That's all copper. And I know it don't look copper, but it's aluminum plated copper. Sometimes it's silver plated copper. You get what I'm saying? This can be very valuable. It's times where we threw thousands of dollars away because we didn't identify the copper right. Once it wasn't copper color, we threw it out. So always remember that. You know what I mean? So now we got $10 a pound on this board right here, and then we getting $2 and let's say 40 cents. That's copper number two. You get what I'm saying? So we got money all around this board. Now, when I go to trade this board in, I'm going to clean all these black things off because when they melting this stuff down to get the gold off of it, you don't want them, you know what I mean, having too many impurities in the mix, and they don't like that. You know what I mean? They'll give you less if you bring it in dirty. The cleaner you bring it in, the more you get. And depending on who you selling it to, they might really appreciate it. The neater and cleaner you bring your stuff in, the more money you get. Yup, all you want. Who that knows watching the stream? No, Shock Donkey. Yo, Shock Donkey, where you from, bro? I'm from Jersey. And look, I see that. That's aluminum. That aluminum adds up too. Now, remember I was telling y'all about the silver coated copper? That's something right there. That would be counted as copper number two. Doesn't look copper, do it. Don't miss out, y'all. And the easiest way to find out what type of metal you're dealing with, I want you to take a file. I want you to buy a little skinny file. I got one around here. I'll find it before the live stream open. I mean, before the live stream over. But that's copper number two, y'all. That's going to add up when you got a whole bucket full of that stuff. And let's say it's 50 pounds. 50 pounds times 240. You get what I'm saying? That's going to add up. That's going to pay your bills. You could be able to invest in something. You get what I'm saying? Sometimes when I run across the TVs, like the bubble back TVs, the old joints, it's like a copper wire that run through that joint, and it's super. It's a pretty decent thick piece of copper that's inside of it. The bigger the TV, the thicker the wire. Look at this. This is how this looks in the casing. Look how beautiful that looks. Money all over the board. You got copper in there. You got aluminum. You get what I'm saying? You got gold. You got silver. You got all types of stuff in here. Whoever just came in, look, teaching y'all something. Look, you got aluminum in there. You got copper in there. You got gold plated boards. You get what I'm saying? This is the type of material you want. And if you could hoard it and break it down as you hoarding it, don't Don't make it to where as though your crib a junkyard. You get what I'm saying? Try to keep it nice and neat, and you know what I mean? Look, here go a piece to a machine right here. Now for these boards right here, is no gold on them, but it's other valuable things on them. I get 40, I get $4.50 a pound for these Jones. You get what I'm saying? Again, some days just trading these in, we might be walking out with $1,000, $1,200 from 3 hours worth of work, 2 hours worth of work. You get what I'm saying? But that's with certain material. You get what I'm saying? Because some of the stuff that I save up and I stack up, of course, you gotta um throw in cost of storing it, cost of different tools. Sometimes you gotta buy to open up different machines. So it's not gonna just be all um peaches and cream and so easy. Some of this stuff is hard to get open, and you gotta use other tactics. You get what I'm saying? And that's a little wire in there. That's all thick wire right there. That's, none of this is household wire, all thick copper wire stuff. You've been hoarding that on the side. You know what I'm saying? I want to show y'all what a good quality board look like. So I'm about to stop talking for a second, and I'm about to get to working on one of these phones so I can show y'all what the final product look like. And y'all, and some of y'all could play around with this and you know, look at it like it's a joke, but I'm telling y'all, this to saved me a couple times when I ain't had nothing. You know what I mean? It ain't something you gotta do every day. Something that you could just do on the side. Nobody gotta know. Nobody gotta see anything. You know what I mean? If you break it down as you get it, you can store it better. You know what I mean? I'm trying to show, I'm showing everybody this right now. I'm trying to show the youngins right now, like different ways to get it. You know what I mean? I know food stamps about to get shut down for a lot of people, so people gotta use their mind and think outside the box. You get what I'm saying? You gotta think outside the box. So you got all this material that has to get processed today. Um, and that's all I'm gonna spend my day doing today is processing material. I'm gonna sell some jewelry today. I buy and sell jewelry, and I'm gonna sell some gold motherboards today. So hopefully I make a good, I say probably 300 to 500 today. Nothing serious, you know what I mean? A little something, something just to keep me active. You know, put these Jones on. Where y'all from, man? Where y'all from? Y'all tapping in? Tell me where y'all from. At least drop your city and your state. You know what I'm saying? Even if you don't stay for the live stream, let me know where y'all watching from. I mean, and if this video too boring for y'all, then go watch some other videos on my channel. I got comedy clips. I got dancing Johns. I got family Johns. I got all types of stuff. You know what I mean on there. Me and some of my friends. We all from Jersey, Camden, New Jersey, one of the most dangerous cities in America. At one point, we was the most dangerous city, number one. And the reason why is because we're so small. You get what I'm saying? We're so small, and it was so much violence. Yeah, man. The dope era. I ain't gonna just say the dope era, the crack era, the dope era, all of that stuff, man. If you know, you know. Look up Camden, New Jersey on YouTube and see what I'm talking about. Look up Camden, New Jersey on YouTube, and you gonna see where I'm from. You know what I mean? And that's why I do what I do, taking a different route. Ain't a lot of YouTubers in Camden, New Jersey. That's what I mean. That's something different. People be surprised, like they face light up when you tell them that you do YouTube. You know what I mean, I like YouTube because it leaves the side of me vulnerable. You get what I'm saying? And as an artist, I love to connect with the people, and I love to hear people's stories, where they from. You get what I'm saying? Like niggas been damn near grew up on YouTube. You get what I'm saying? Learning so much shit, all types of shit. It was no way I wasn't gonna have me a channel. And then if you could really get a bag off of YouTube, oh man, you really winning. I just like I said, I do it for for the fun of it, just to connect with people. But at the same time, if I could get a bag off of YouTube, oh man, I'll put out more content, different content. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like I told y'all, some of these joints, you gonna run into stuff that you don't have the screw for, and you're gonna have to improvise, think outside the box. Sometimes you might have to break a phone or a laptop or something just to get the motherboard out. And if the motherboard broken, you still gonna get the same price. So only reason why I like doing it neat is just because it's just better like that. You know what I mean? You can store it better, it look better. They look at it as more valuable. You know? All right, I got that one that was stuck, y'all. Let's let's put this joint. Boy, it's getting hot right here, y'all. Got the heater right here. That motherfucker blowing. That bitch blowing. Sheesh. All right, we back. Back. Stretch my motherfucking shirt out. Had to grab a new shirt. Crazy. What's that? All right, I'm back. Had to get another white tee. Another white tee. All right, we back. Had to get another white tee, man. That shit was stretched out on the neck. All right, y'all. We back. Let's go. I'm trying to get this. Uh, Giving me a hard time, y'all. I ain't deal with the cell phones in a minute. I used to have bins full of cell phones. Sit there for days taking apart cell phones. I would put little flyers out in the neighborhood that I bought jewelry and electronics. I wasn't playing when I was young. The headhunter. Let me see. We need a nice flat head, y'all, or some grips right now. Oh yeah, sometimes I definitely would have my hammer when I couldn't get through certain screws, and I'll break the whole joint. That's what it's looking like for this one. All right, just look. So look, y'all, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Break through. All right. So look, now this part right here, this is so satisfying, y'all. Somebody clip this part for me right here. Look, watch this shit. I don't know if it's satisfying for you, but look at this. Why can I pull the sticker off of this motherboard? Y'all see it white right now, right? Watch this shit. There you go. Wait a second. Let's see that. Third, it's the same gold niggas wear around their neck. Same gold that's in